Asking myself, does Diamond Cart matter on Instacart? And I've been asking myself that for a while. I don't think it matters because I'm around people that park next to me that I talk to that aren't Diamond Cart and they see orders that I don't see. And then I'll see it shortly afterwards. And the reason I see it afterwards is because it's a bad order. Neither one of us want it. But sometimes they get excellent orders and they're not Diamond Cart, and I am. I'm 5 star. They're not. I've even had some guy, he was a 4.7 one time, and he got a really good offer that I didn't even see. Um, so anyway, I do know some of this has to do with alcohol. No matter what I do, I'm approved for alcohol. I talk to support. They say I'm clear, but I never see alcohol orders. And I know they're out there because I see people getting them. I did my alcohol certification in Tallahassee, but then I recertified in Dothan, Alabama, and I'm not seeing them. It doesn't say under batch eligibility that I'm approved for alcohol, but on their end it does. So anyway, getting kind of sidetracked, but I'm trying to make a point about Diamond Cart. If you're Diamond Cart and you're having the same issue as me, just let me know in the comments below. As far as I know, it doesn't matter. I know it's promoted, but my thing is if you're Diamond Cart, you're 5 star, and you shop like almost under 50 items, 50 seconds per item, I personally think you should be seeing the orders that matter quicker, sooner, maybe first. In not all cases, because I know it's not fair to everyone, but if you've done everything that you're supposed to do to be the top shopper, technically, or one of the top shoppers, you should be seeing the top orders. Now, when you contact them and say you're not seeing orders, they may say new shoppers get the first 10 orders before you, which that makes no sense to me. I mean, I know they say it's to keep them engaged, but my thing is if somebody's been doing Instacart for years, you should have them as priority regardless if it's a new shopper or not. I was a new shopper once. I get that. There's plenty of promos and added bonuses to help them make money to start out with. You don't have to give them all the orders because that's how it does seem sometimes. And I'm kind of rambling, but I just wanted to get on here and talk about this because I've been frustrated lately. The last 2 weeks have been probably the worst I've seen on Instacart in quite some time. You can let me know if you're having a bad time in the past few weeks in the comments below as well. I did have someone ask me, I think his name was Tone Clove on YouTube. He asked me to let him know and others know what my strategy is on Instacart. My strategy is pleading and begging for orders. No, actually, I just sit in the car and just like anybody else, I start my day at 7 a.m. I usually end about 4 p.m. I don't really technically have a strategy other than I'm a cherry picker. As far as shop onlys go, I don't do them unless it's just really dead. And if I do them, it has to be somewhere between 10 and less items because I'm afraid I'm going to miss something good by spending time tagging and bagging a bunch of items. These orders that you see that are $13 for like 40 something items, don't do those. Don't do the shop onlys for those. You're gonna spend all that time. You have to think about it. Look at your seconds per item, and then look at the items. And you can't do this pre-order because unless it's a bad order, you have plenty of time to do it. But if it's a really good order, you have to think quick, and I'll get to that in a second. But these shop onlys where it's a lot of items, you got to think about all the tagging and bagging you got to do. It's very frustrating. The big reason I don't do shop onlys is because the person can't tip you. They can only rate you, and I don't think they should be able to rate you if they can't tip you. And it goes through too many people's hands for it to, for you to be the one getting rated. My point is you shop it, you keep them separated if it's multiple orders, then you get to the register and you tell them you got 2 orders, and then they still screw it up. And if they got frozen items, they put it in with the cold items, and then you're putting it in the refrigerator and frozen item thaws out. You got to keep up with all that stuff anyway in general, but not so much if you're just doing a delivery. But you kind of see my point. But then you got to tag each one of them. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, but it's just frustrating that you're going to get rated on maybe some eggs that get bumped or dropped on the way to the car, which is not you. It's the bagger taking it out to the person it's going to. So you get rated on that. You can get rated on the interaction that they have with the customer because the customer doesn't know any difference. They just know that they ordered, and if they had a bad experience, they're going to rate how it was. I mean, it may not even pertain to you, and there you get a 1 star for a shop only. It's just kind of pointless. If I have to say I have a strategy, I'm looking, staring into my phone, letting Instacart take my soul, because you can't do anything. If you reach over to grab a drink of water, you may miss an offer. If you do anything, you blow your nose, anything, if you're talking to somebody, you can miss an order. It's that quick. And you've wasted all that time staring at the phone, which is one of the key reasons I like to be left alone in my car by myself with nobody around. That's the perfect scenario. I do go inside at Publix because they have Wi-Fi, and it's blazing hot. It's still 87 degrees and it's almost November. So I go in there to cool off, and you have customers come sit next to you and talk and stuff, but you have to stay focused on your phone. That's my main strategy, is to stay focused. As far as what to look for, I'm looking for a dollar amount and a mileage. I don't really care about the items. Sometimes you'll get burned. Sometimes it may be 100 items. It rarely happens, but I'm looking at dollars and miles. Boom, accept. Sometimes if the dollars are really good, I may just hit accept, and if it's really bad, I'll cancel it. But most of the time, I just deal with the consequences. It's usually not too bad in miles if it's a really good payout. For these orders, you don't have time to waste. They're going to be on the screen like that, okay? If you don't get the order, it should say another shopper got the batch. If it's not saying another shopper got the batch, you probably have somebody with a batch grabber in your area, and you should try to figure out who that is and report them and get them kicked off the platform. You may think that's none of your business and you shouldn't deal with that, but it is your business. If someone is using one of those, it's screwing you and everyone else out of good orders, because they're going to get every single good order that comes out there as long as they're not on an order. Recently happened in my area. I reported the people. They are no longer doing Instacart to my knowledge, especially in Dothan. They may be doing it wherever they live at, which was another location. But when I called to report it, Instacart let me know that they had already had multiple reports from other shoppers about these people. So it's kind of obvious. A lot of us have been doing this for a while, and when you're kind of new to it and you think you're getting the upper hand, you're really screwing yourself, because we know, like, it's got to say pretty much that another shopper got the batch. I've rarely clicked on accept and not got that message. And when you don't get the message, you know you got a problem out there somewhere. Another thing is to start getting familiar with the locations that you drop off to. I've got an old lady that I deliver to. She will always give me a 1 star. She's very chatty, very pleasant. The conversation's always good. Sometimes she'll tip me 20 in the app and give me a $20 bill, but she's going to give a 1 star. And I've come to the conclusion that I think she thinks a 5-star is awful and a 1 star is good. Usually I get the message that, she's basically like a repeat 1-star person, and they basically forgive it. Well, the last time I did it, they didn't, and I had a 499 for like 3 or 4 days until they finally removed it. But I probably won't be taking her order anymore, just for the fact that they didn't forgive it this last time until I raised hell about it pretty much, and they took it off. Yeah, I probably just won't take her order anymore, just because she rarely gives the cash tip, but she always tips good in the app, but it's not worth the headache. Factor, though, is as far as what I do in a day, it's not just Instacart. I do Spark, I do Shipt, I do Uber Eats. I have DoorDash, never turn it on hardly ever, but I may turn it on here in the town I live in, but not in Dothan. One reason is because I can't get on the app. The only way I get on the app in Dothan is if you can dash now. I can't schedule. I think I can schedule at midnight, but I'm not going to get up and drive to the city limits to switch over to Dothan to schedule DoorDash. I mean, DoorDash is like the worst in my opinion. It's not worth it anymore. As ratings go on like Spark, I don't think it matters. I had a $57 order yesterday on Spark that was going 14 miles. I don't think it really matters about your rating. You may not see the best orders all the time, but you're going to get orders regardless, and you get some good orders as well. I think my acceptance rate is like 4%. And then on Shipt, I don't really take a lot of new people. I take preferred customers that add me as a preferred shopper. I take those almost religiously. I will take new people if it's a lot of items and coming from Publix or Target, it doesn't matter. But it has to be like 50 plus items, and I'll take it. And then I'll pretty much tell them, that they can add me as their preferred shopper, and they'll most of the time they will. Basically, that's it. I just want to give you a little bit of my strategic analogy of what I do each day. But anyway, I may do more of these videos in the near future. I know my channel's mainly turned into a gaming channel, and lately it's become just stagnant. I haven't really posted anything. But I just wanted to come on here and, give, what's his name, Tone Clave, a brief synopsis of what I do each day. But I probably didn't give you anything. Hopefully I answered some of your questions, but that's what I do each day. You want to take the best order that's for you. You always want to think about you. I know it sounds selfish, but you need to be selfish when it comes to gig work. You need to take stuff that makes sense for you in your car. Trust me, I've driven my car in the ground. It's over 200,000 miles now. I'm probably going to be looking for a new one or use one eventually. But it's in great shape. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't look like it's got that many miles on it, but that's beside the point. But just think about this. Like if you take an order that's $28 for 14 miles, which to me is a bad order, regardless of how many items it has. If it has one item, it's still a bad order. You've got to come back. Like in my area, most of the time when it's 14 miles, it's taking you out in the country and you got to turn around and come back. So the way I look at it is it's a $28 order for 28 miles. So I would never take it. And that's the way you should look at everything. Even you guys that do DoorDash and Uber Eats, that's how you should look at things. Back in the day, I did videos and we'd say like $6.50 order for like 3 miles is a good order. It's not really. It's 6 miles. Everybody's got this favorite area they like to hang out at. You know it. Don't deny it. And you're going to come back to that area. In a great scenario, it would be to get another order on the way back. But that doesn't always happen. So you need to think about just say $6, 3 miles. It's $6 for 6 miles. You're going to end up coming back to that area or pretty damn close to it. So you might as well go ahead and include double the miles that you see on the app, regardless of what the app is. That's how it always should be looking to you in your mind. But if you do that, it depends on the area you live in. If you live in a small town, it might not work that way. But, the town I work in is 70,000 people roughly. With the surrounding counties, it's much more. But I can't clearly take a $30 order for 15 miles because it makes no sense to me because it's 30 miles pretty much. And you see those orders all the time. And let's talk about one more thing with Instacart. Like I'm sick of seeing the deliveries and then they have to add on a shop only. Okay, that's pretty annoying as well, because you guys that are taking these, you need to like really look at your pay when you get done. They're not paying you for the shop only. They're paying you somewhere between $0 and $2 maybe to do a shop only. And now if you do a shop only by itself, curbside, some people call them, then you're getting paid like $8 most of the time. If it's added on to a delivery, you're getting $0 to $2. I always tell them to take that off my order, and they ask why. And I say, because I think I value myself more than $0 to $2, which is all you're paying me to do the shop only. And they take it off. You do that and you'll see that you don't lose any money. Or if you do, it may be between $0 and $2 to do however many items they added onto it. There's a lot of deliveries with 1 or 2 items and they have 22 curbside orders, 22 curbside items to leave. And they're not paying you for it. So it's absolutely just a way of them to cheat the system. So Instacart is screwing people over by doing that. And everybody should, go into the chat and request them to take off order A, because that's what it'll be, the shop only. Take it off. You're not getting paid for it. You're doing work for free, bro. You got to stop that. That's why they're continuing to do it, because so many people just do it. They think it's part of the order and part of their pay, and it's not. You're getting $0. So I'll leave you with that to think about, because a lot of people don't know that that's what's going on. But if you're new to the channel, I haven't done this in a while, subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Not that there's been a lot lately, and I keep looking over here. You can tell I haven't videoed in a while. But anyway, hope you guys have a great one. Update on my wife. She's doing much better. Don't know if you guys knew, she had neurological problems going on. And that's coming to an end. So maybe she'll get back to work after being out for 3 months. But thoughts and prayers are great. Appreciate that. and I'm doing well, 4.5 years free of cancer. If you're interested in an update, I haven't done an update in a long time. But anyway, appreciate all the thoughts and prayers, and hope you guys have a great day. And see ya.